Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on NIO just 5 days ago, to be precise on January 21st of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $4.36. And at this very point my main assumption was the same that it was basically previously. We have to see the breakout below $4.04, and right after consolidation phase this action might happen. And take a look right here. We were at this point and at $4.35, and right after I made my previous video, we had first movement to the downside. And for now, guys, we are at consolidation phase, and we are still holding above these $4.04. But at the same time, guys, in today's video, I will show you that we don't have any substantial news that might drive the price of NIO higher in the short and medium term perspective. And before we dive deep into all of this, guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, guys, for now I added the gold tier for limited 10 vacant places, and the only difference in between these two tiers is this one. Discord access member will have all the data for the potential trades, for the potential tickers that you should be aware of. But the gold tier members will have the exact setups with the stop loss and take profit orders. They will have the exact notifications when and how they should trade certain asset. On top of that, for each and every member, I will do a weekly 30 minutes Zoom calls in order to answer their question and in order to teach them how to properly use technical analysis and how to be a successful trader. That is why, guys, for some of you this might be a game changer opportunity, and if you want to drastically enhance your trading skills, feel free to invest in yourself.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and let's take a look on a bigger scale of its price action. I have to admit that we hit perfectly to the tick the range of about $4.04. It is the price target for algorithms, for algo trades. And let me remind you that algorithms use just a simple strategy. They pull the fib extension, fib retracement tool from swing high to swing low in order to accumulate their short position, and at roughly 0.5 level, at 50% retracement, they accumulate their short position to hit negative 0.236. And guys, this trade was perfectly managed by algorithms. And for now, according to Elliott wave theory, we also have quite interesting update. But everything I will show you right after the fundamental news. And let me show you first of all that Goldman Sachs reiterated rating on NIO, and they made it on January 21st. Unfortunately, you cannot find it on tip ranks, but guys, in your brokerage account you definitely have this information, especially if you use interactive brokers. Here you can see that on January 21st, Goldman Sachs reiterated their rating, set the sell rating for NIO, and set the price target at $3.5. So guys, right after they made this prediction on January 21st, NIO went to the downside for almost 6%. And I have to admit that according to Elliott wave theory, potentially we might have another leg to the downside. And let me first of all show you some additional information on NIO. So guys, you know that if you want to invest in this asset, you have to rely on the fundamental news. And let me show you some details that might be positive for NIO Stock in the upcoming weeks and months. And here are three key drivers of NIO Stock performance: product portfolio expansion and growing market share, new model launches. Similar to Tesla, NIO started off with a higher-end Roadster and used a higher-end models to reinvest into more affordable mass-market vehicles. NIO aims to push further into price-conscious markets while also adding options for its more premium customers. They also have an additional services that might be their major competitive advantage, and it is their battery swap technology. On top of that, guys, they are growing NEV adoption. The market for new market vehicles is on the rise in China, and I have to admit that it is quite easy for auto manufacturers to grow on the growing market. Unfortunately, guys, if you dig deeper inside its fundamentals, is losing the market share, but everything will be known within next several months when we see their deliveries for at least first quarter of this year. On top of that, guys, they have a quite aggressive international expansion, and definitely it might also help NIO to benefit out of these actions in the long-term perspective. But the short-term perspective is not so bright. Let me show you that they are still unprofitable, and the main concern is their gross margin. You know that just 1 year ago the gross margin for NIO was just 1%. And I have to admit that for now they definitely improved these metrics, but in general, guys, their path to profitability is still extremely long. But if you compare the price to sales ratio with other auto manufacturers, you can see that they have the lowest PS ratio, and this means potentially NIO has the highest growth potential for the upcoming years. But for now, guys, the momentum is still quite low for this asset, and if you take a look at the list of institutional investors, you will not see quite substantial buys, quite substantial purchases from the companies who want to invest in this asset. On top of that, if you take a look at this chart, you can see that not so many institutional investors still hold their depository receipts, and this means it is another quite controversial news. So, and guys, let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. First of all, guys, why I think this asset might have at least one leg to the downside, and let me show you why. From this top, we clearly see just 2 legs to the downside, and let me mark it for you like this. This is the first leg, second, and potentially this is the third one. But we have another bounce to the upside, and according to Elliott wave theory, and as you can see, we have a diagonal because we have an overlapping on the couple of waves. This asset should have another leg to the downside that potentially might land somewhere at 3.7, 3.6 or $3.8 marks. And I still stand on my forecast that we have to see this movement to the downside, as especially if we zoom out to, let's say, 2 hours time frame, you can see that this range of about $3.6, $3.7 is the range of support from its previous price action. And that is why, guys, this asset might find its support at this range, and we might see the next quite substantial next movement to the upside, and it should be quite substantial. But guys, why I think this asset will go to the downside from the fundamental standpoint? Let me explain you. You know that within just several days it will be a major holidays in China. It is their New Year's holiday, and this means on this week, a lot of companies will have much lower sales, and it might be even total zero sales for quite new companies. And that is why, guys, fundamentally, we also might see a movement to the downside. But if you want to benefit in a very short-term perspective, take a look right here. If we type right here 9866, it is the same NIO stock but on Hong Kong Stock Exchange. And as you can see, for today's session, NIO is up by about 3%, less than 3%. And this means in the short-term perspective, we might see tiny movement to the upside. But guys, don't get me wrong. In the medium and long-term perspective, I don't see that this asset will break its previous swing highs, especially this level of about $4.95, but most likely it will break $4.04. That is why, guys, be cautious with your long position, and I still stand on my position that this purple line might act perfectly well, and we might retest $3.72 more. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag,